I thought so.
Joining me here on the TRS hotline is Blake and Nate from Hell Hollar. What's going on, guys? How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well,
awesome,
and thanks for cutting some time out here. It's going to be a pretty exciting time for you guys, obviously, with the video coming out, the EP, which has been out for a little while now. So we'll talk about all those things. But I want to start with you've probably been asked this quite a bit. Everyone always asks about band name and those type of things. But do you recall any names you did not select as a band before selecting Hell Hollar?
Oh, no, actually. Yeah, gosh. I think we didn't really know what to call it, and it just kind of came. The name Hell Hollar, I think, was a line. It's a line in Hank Williams' The Third song, and a good friend of mine who was originally in the band with me, who helped me start the band. He's not in the band anymore, but he heard it and came to me with it, and it was kind of one of those things that, like, once you heard it, it was like there's no other, like, right. That's it. And then we just kind of ran with that, and I don't think we ever came up with any other names at all. We didn't know what to think, and then he called me and said that, and I was like, oh, great.
Okay, yeah, I'm always curious about the board list, because we've had some pretty funny ones where, like, we were going to call ourselves, I don't know, Loose Balloon, or I was in a band called Satan's Cream Puff. Thinking back on it now, cool name. Maybe we could have done something different, but you're always curious about that board list, if there's a bunch of names on there or not, or if you went to like a generator and generated something,
Yeah, no, I heard about those generator things. We never tried that, but yeah, and That's funny because I would love to have a list of hilarious things that we went through, but yeah, no, it was kind of like one and done for that one.
Nice. Well, that makes it easy, so that way, the band's formed. Now, you mentioned a friend that was in the band and obviously since left, maybe, for whatever reason, but talk to me about the origins. Did you guys all know one another kind of growing up and played together in other bands? What's the story there as far as how you guys kind of came to the group that you have now?
So I knew the original guy since I was 12, and then obviously since he's been out, and it's we have Nate, and then we have our bassist Johnny Dusko, and then our second guitar Ian Pattison. And the funny thing is I've known Nate for, I don't know, Nate, what do you think? Like probably 6 or 7 years or so?
Yeah, at least 6 years for sure.
Yeah, so we've all been, and then Johnny and I have been friends for about that long, and Ian and I have been friends for probably over 10 years, or probably closer to 15. But yeah, and everybody's kind of, I think, been in different bands and stuff before this. So
yeah, we all kind of know each other from the South Florida music scene, I think, mostly, and we all it's kind of a big family. We're all, a lot of us are friends, so
yeah,
we all support each other.
Yeah, that was kind of parlays into my next question as far as being I think you guys are like West Palm Beach area, South Florida area. So what is the with your style of music? Obviously, in that area there's lots of nightclubs and those type of things. What's the music scene like there for hard rock, stoner rock, and metal? Is it something where it's pretty niche community? Is it thriving, or is it kind of one of those things where you need to get out of that area and do other things and tour to kind of expand your brand as an artist?
I definitely feel like we have to get out.
Yeah.
It's a niche market here for, really, I mean, it's South Florida. Everybody's here more on vacation. We have this great underground scene, but a lot of cover acts tend to pull the biggest crowds in places here because of the tourist scene.
Now, if you guys were to do a cover, I don't know if you guys have done any covers or not, but if you guys were going to do a cover, what cover would you do? I know you guys listed, some bands you guys really like, or some bands I really love too, and that's Clutch, one of my all-time favorite bands. Queens of Stone Age, Gary Clark Jr. Is there anyone on that list there? If you were going to cover a song, you would cover from one of those artists, or no?
We cover a Deep Purple one. We play Black Knight. That's a really fun one to play.
We covered a Beastie Boys song before.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we did that.
What Beastie Boys song did you guys cover?
Oh man, what song did we do? It was oh my gosh, I
know.
Think of the name of the song right now.
It's the one. Do you remember the video where they did it like they were in Pompeii?
It's an instrumental. It's one of the instrumental tunes.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
From
yeah, I forget what it was called right now.
Sounds like maybe something off like Check Your Head or something. There's never for me there's not a bad Beastie Boys album if you ask me, but that here nor there. But switching gears on you guys a little bit here, obviously with the video Showdown that's been out for a little while now, what's it like to hear and get some buzz on social media? Obviously is a key component with local and independent bands, especially nowadays in the industry. What's it like to kind of get that buzz generated on YouTube and Facebook and those type of things where people are like, hey man, I like your video or this, that, and the other? What's that buzz kind of feel like for you guys, this group?
Wow, I think it's pretty incredible, honestly. I think we as a band, and Nate can vouch for this, all have the confidence in the music to actually see it kind of start to go and a lot of people attached to it definitely is a great feeling.
Now, do you? I ask everyone this: do you guys ever get into the comment section on the video? I know the video's only been out for, I don't know, I guess a couple weeks now at this point. But do you look at the comment section?
Yeah, it hasn't even been a couple weeks, so we're just in the beginning stages of it right now. It has about 300,000 views, but I think it's just beginning.
Yeah.
Now there's a part in the video there where you guys are as a group kind of out there kind of working on a chain gang almost, and the girl comes in with the bikini and the bucket and stuff. So where did you guys film this in your hometown or?
Yeah, we filmed this right here in West Lake Worth, West Palm Beach. It's kind of out near all the farm areas here west of town, and it was really just a big effort, group effort by a bunch of friends. Our really, really good friend Cam Brooks of Cam Brooks Creative, I gave him the control to just kind of, what's your idea? And he said, let's kind of do this spoof kind of thing on like a Cool Hand Luke idea. Right. And that was perfect. So we just kind of went with that, and we kind of live in an area where it was easy to kind of replicate that look. And so, yeah, we just ran with it, and it came out way better than I think any of us expected. Cam really did an amazing job. Yeah,
the camera works great. The imagery's great. The cuts back and forth between the girl on the hot rod with the your classic short shorts, bikini top and the sun thing. So is that one of your guys' girlfriend or anything like that, or is that a girl you guys brought in or?
Not yet. We're trying to mix her up with Johnny, but it's.
Yeah, she's got a boyfriend, so that would be tough. Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, I guess that's not going to happen then.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, Johnny.
Yeah, poor Johnny. Yeah, we were originally supposed to do kind of a funny scene there where he was going to be in it, and then we didn't do it, so he did get kind of the crap end of the stick on that one. But her name's Maria Rivera, and we brought her in, and she did a great job. She was perfect for the thing, and she killed it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, she looks fantastic in the video, of course. Again, yeah, sorry, Johnny. Maybe better luck next time, But but before we got started here, we were talking about you guys are working on putting together a tour. So I guess give me a little details as far as what your touring plans are for this year and going into the back end of this year.
Yeah, so right now we're getting ready to head out. I think we're about a month away right now from heading out. And we've got stops we start off in Johnson City, Tennessee on June 26th at the Hideaway. And then we go from there to Milwaukee, Wisconsin to play on the Yuling Warehouse stage at nice. Summerfest. And then from there, we've got some open dates that we've got a couple things on the table we haven't yet announced. But we play Raleigh, North Carolina on July 2nd. And then from there we go to Atlanta, and we play July 4th in Atlanta. And then after that we come home for a bit to keep working on new music for a new record. And we've got some possibilities on the table for some more touring in the future after that we'll announce when the time's right, if it all pans out the way we want it to.
Well, hopefully it does. I know, we talk a lot of bands are like, we have this coming up and we don't want to jinx it or let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, before it happens. But playing on 4th of July weekend is always fun, and 4th of July is one of my favorite holidays for a lot of reasons, partly because of explosives. But do you have any 4th of July fireworks stories you care to share? I feel it's never too early to get those things out.
Oh, I have some, Nate. I'm going to let you go first, though.
I was always kind of a firebug, I guess. So I pretty much burnt myself every year playing with fireworks. That was just normal for me.
Blake, you were definitely invited to my house for 4th of July.
Major.
What's that?
Blake, you guys are both, judging by how these stories are going to go, you're both invited to my place for 4th of July, because I'm all about, fireworks. My favorite thing is to get a PCP pipe about 3 to 4 feet long and hammer it into the ground and use it as a mortar cannon and just throw fireworks down in it and fire them out.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's a good segue into a good story I have, actually.
Oh, I want to hear it, man. I love these stories.
Oh, we were doing the mortars one year on my roof when I lived over in Boynton, and I had this flat roof that was kind of on the backside of my house, and me and my best friend Aaron, who he's actually the sheriff or the warden or whatever in the music video, him and I are up there doing mortars. My wife was up there, and his girlfriend at the time was down on the deck, and we're all just kind of up there, and the roof doesn't have that much space, so everybody's kind of trying to back away from where the mortar tube is on the one side. And Aaron's like, okay, what side goes in? And I tell him what side goes in first. And he's like, okay, and I think he's got it fine. So him and I are standing, he puts it in, lights it, and I think we're standing maybe about 5 feet back from it or 6 feet back, not far enough. And this thing goes off like a grenade went off on the roof, and just it was like we fell back, and like then we just continued to get yelled at. So, that was a pretty good one.
That's fantastic, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing a story there. Hopefully, you'll have a fun experience in Atlanta on 4th of July. And obviously, no one gets hurt. We want to make sure all appendages stay attached and all those different things. And burns heal. So what are you going to do? No skin graft required. We'll put it that way. We'll put a disclaimer on it.
Yeah, exactly. Follow the instructions, everybody.
Right. Do not look directly into the top of the Roman candle. But, well, you mentioned, obviously, with some of these touring dates you have coming up and some stuff possibly later in the year. Now, you also mentioned, coming back around and recording new material. Obviously, with this EP we're talking about in the single, it's been out for almost a year. How many songs do you have maybe in the bank right now that you feel really confident, that when the time comes to record that you can go in and bang 3 or 4 out? You guys looking at another EP, or are you looking more at full length this time around?
I think at the moment, with like completed ideas and then unfinished ideas, we're at the same amount that we had on the EP. So I'd like to take it further and do an LP and do a full length.
We'll probably release a couple singles first before we release an LP, but for sure an LP is going to come soon. I would say by next year for sure we'll have that going.
Yeah, next year is a good time frame.
Now with with some songs that you may already have working out, like maybe you're doing a headlining set or something at a club, is that maybe where you maybe sneak one of those new songs in on a set list just to kind of see how it plays out for you guys? Is that something you guys would consider doing, or you're just like, let's keep these songs in the back burner until we've had a chance to work them in the studio?
No, that's how we do it. We usually test. We're pretty quick to play our new stuff live. We don't really, we don't hold it back too long.
No, I think we get excited.
Sometimes too soon, I think.
Yeah, exactly. We get excited and we want to play it, and sometimes they're a little undercooked, but hey, whatever gets the job done. Jams are jams, and when they develop into a finished product, it's always a beautiful thing.
Now, is there a song on this last EP that was a harder song for you guys to kind of put together that took some reworking or rewriting? Is there a song that sticks out on that EP where like, oh man, that song took us 3-4 different versions before we found something that we really liked?
Showdown.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. I was thinking maybe it would be something else, but what was it about that song? Did you have like a different version or something and then like rewrote it, or how did that kind of how did the final product come to be?
Yeah, it came in with us as an unfinished idea, and actually you can see how unfinished it was if you go to our YouTube channel. We've left up the original, like how we used to play it live kind of thing before we went to Nashville. So we thought that would be a fun way for people to see the before and after. But when we got in the studio, we really took the idea and made it a finished song. So
very cool. Now, you guys recorded in Nashville?
Yeah, we recorded. Our good friends at Lust for Tone Studios brought us in, and we were able to record it there, and they were really wonderful to work with, and they did a great job.
Well, I'm actually in that area, Nashville music scene here. So next time you guys come up with a recorder or whatever, let's get together. Maybe we can do some in-studio interview, or we can do a hot chicken challenge or something, and find some hot food and do an interview or something like that. Really spice things up. No pun intended there, of course.
Yeah, speaking of those dates, I have a hunch this might become a possibility, so we'll keep you posted on that.
Awesome. That sounds good, man. Well, Blake and Nate, is there anything you guys want to say before I let you run here, man?
Nate?
Rock on, man.
Nice. Awesome.
Pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys had a good time here on the TRS podcast, man. It was nice to, catching up with you, get to know you a little bit here. And we're going to close out with the single we were talking about in the video as well, and that is Showdown. Anything else you'd like to say about the video or the single before we go?
Honestly, I'd really just like to say a big thank you to everybody that's been involved, from Cam Brooks Creative, all of our friends, everybody at Lust for Tone. Everything that's going on right now, we couldn't do anything we're doing without them, and our families, our friends, everybody, our fans. Yeah, we're really thankful. That's all I really want to say. And now we can't wait to see everybody on the road this summer.
Hell Hollar, Showdown here on Revelator.